Hey everyone, I'm going to do an unboxing here of this Pyle Audio um, wireless microphone set, model number PDWM2145. Got this for Christmas and is going to open this up and show you a little bit about this and show you what comes in the box. And then what I'm going to do coming up is I have several different microphones, including this one. And I'm just going to do an overall test. So subscribe so that you can see when I actually do the test on this, as well as the Neewer microphone that I just got. I'm going to do an unboxing of that as well. And I have a few other different microphones that I'll do a full comparison to. I also have the Takstar shotgun microphone as well. I actually have a video already for that, so go ahead and look for that, or I'll post a link in the comments for any and all of these videos that I do. So let's go ahead and open this. As you can see on this side, there's actually a little seal here, so you know that's brand new. I'm just going to pop that seal. Here's the information on the back. This is not very expensive. I think it's around $45, something like that. So it's not a very expensive audio system, and hopefully it's going to be pretty good actually. So let's open this up here on this side and drop it out of the box. Okay, so in the box what you get is a lavalier microphone, it looks like. Well, no, I'm sorry, this one is one that would kind of go over the back of your head. This would sit around your ears. So let's see if we can show that on here. It's kind of like a headset one. You see that right there on the box on the top right there, the two top ones. So it comes with one of those that goes around your head. Another one that goes around your head, so like with a little boom microphone that go in front of you, almost like you would use in a what's the word I'm looking for? Almost what you would use on a like a telephone type of thing. So those two. Then also here we have another. This is a lavalier microphone right there. You can see the little clip there, the lav right there. Here's another lavalier. So there's two of each. Then you have a this connector cable right there, and you have two transmitters. So these are going to allow you to, I'll take one out. These are going to allow you to basically connect the microphone from you right here, these little connectors, into this microphone input here. And they requires 2 AA batteries. Actually even comes with 4 AA batteries that you can put in each of these units. And then here you have the base unit with two antennas. And on the front you have a volume switch for A and B, so there's 2 different channels depending on which one you're using. Clearly you can use 2 of them at a time. And here was where you have your audio out, which is what you would use this cable here for, to hook up to a external speaker or an external speaker source. So we'll put that aside here, and then as I said here, here's the unit right there. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in and see what we got. All right, I decided to bring over my little Marshall amp here and then hook it up to the Marshall amp with that little power cord. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick. So I'm hooking that up to the wire up to the back of the receiver, and then put that in my input right there. And now I'm going to put batteries in one of these units. Okay, I'm going to use one of the lavalier mics. I can see here that this input actually has a thread around it, and that's what this little metal piece is here, is to kind of thread in here. So try to do this with one hand and hold my camera with the other, but basically put that in there and then thread it in so that it doesn't come out, which is nice. That's kind of a cool feature to it. I'm gonna go ahead and power this guy on here with the little switch on the top. And interestingly, there's 2 positions, and I'm not exactly sure why. I think it's probably for the A channel and the B channel, for which one you have on here. I'm going to power this guy on. There's my lights on there. and it's telling me RF, so it looks like I'm on the B channel right there. And sorry about that. Put that on the B channel right there, and then let me see if I switch the microphone here. No, just looks like this is the B channel. So now I'm going to go ahead and hold the lav in my hand, and I'm going to turn the volume down significantly just because I want to be on the safe side of not being too loud here. Power on my Marshall amp, and then I'm going to test. Put my gain up on the microphone. Test. All right, so I got going on here. Test. Nothing yet. Well, let me try this out, and I'll come back once I have it. Okay, so what I learned is the two position switching is one actually turns you off while leaving this still on. And I have a low battery indicator. That's okay. I'll just replace the batteries. And then the second position is what's going to actually turn it on. And I'm too close to the amp right now, so I'm going to get a little feedback. But test. I'm going to turn down the reverb on the amp right now because that's high. Turn that down. Test. So I'm holding this right up to my mouth, so you're getting a little distortion, but I'll move it away a little bit and move you closer to the amplifier. And the sound is okay. So let's see if I can maybe clip this on my shirt real quick and see what we get. Again, I'm a little bit close to the amplifier, but I put it on my shirt, and I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit on the amplifier. So let's see how that sounds right now. Test. Yeah, I'm hearing it fine. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Oops, sorry about that. I'm going to see if I edit that out. Like I said, I'm a little bit close to the amplifier, but the sound is okay. I'm going to move further away from the amplifier, and we'll see how it sounds. So backing up away from the amplifier. Again, leaving this. It seems like it has to be pretty close to my mouth. If I put it at shirt height, I don't feel like I'm getting any sound out of it. So that's kind of interesting. So if I put it right up to my mouth, I'm getting good sound. But if I put it where I would expect it to be on my shirt, I don't think I'm hearing anything out of there. So let me just adjust the microphone input level here. Looks like I have that on the maximum level. So I'm going to say that unless I have this lavalier right to my mouth, I'm not getting any input out of it. If I put it on my shirt where I think it's supposed to be, as you can see, you're not hearing it really from the amplifier. You're just hearing my voice directly into my camera here. But when I speak right into it, then you're hearing it. But to me, for a lavalier mic, that's not going to work because you're going to have it on your shirt, which I'm literally putting it, another 3-4 inches away from my mouth. I'm getting nothing. So let me try with the other microphone. Now I've made absolutely no adjustment whatsoever to the amplifier or to the unit. All I did was put on the over-the-ear, is what I'm going to call it, the over-the-ear microphone. And that sounds much better than the lavalier microphone. When I had the lavalier microphone to my right up in front of my mouth, it was fine. When I moved the lavalier microphone to where you pin it on a shirt, it didn't work very well at all. I'm going to now move this microphone away from my mouth a little bit, and it's not as good. But if I put it where I would expect it to be, then you can clearly hear pretty good sound out of this. So what I'm going to do is try the other lav mic that came in the packaging and see how that works. Maybe it's just that this particular unit isn't very good. And then from there, if that one works well, then we'll know there might be some issue. If not, then the other thing I'll do is see if maybe it just needs to turn up a little higher on the amplifier. All right, so what I did was I pulled the other unit out as well, and when I talk directly into the lav, you can hear it. But if I put it up against, like right now, it's probably about not even 6 inches from my mouth where it should be, and you get nothing. So these are not very good for the lavalier mics, but I will tell you that the over the neck mic, or over the ear mic, sorry, works out perfectly fine. So I'm going to try to get a different set of lav mics and see what happens with that. But I would say these ones that come with it definitely will not do the job. So hopefully this video was helpful, and thanks for watching, and I will do other additional tests in the future, but I hope this was something that you enjoyed watching, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and look back for some of my other video and microphone tests. Thanks.